Countless lives forever changed after the world learned Jerry Sandusky sexually abused boys while working as a football coach at Penn State.
In the years since, leaders have promised changes to prevent anything like that from ever happening again. Seth Kaplan is live with us on where that stands. Seth.
Dennis and Valerie, a decade ago, as details continued emerging about the Jerry Sandusky scandal, victims and families demanded justice and changes to laws. Well, they got some of both, but we wanted to know whether children everywhere in Pennsylvania today are safer than they were back then.
I think so.
That's the short answer from Deborah Harrison, who runs York's Children's Advocacy Center. She says gaps remain and resources don't fully meet needs, but
you know, when you look back at the Sandusky case, there were a lot of red flags along the way.
Red flags that nobody waved.
Many people in positions of power who were like, maybe things don't seem quite right, but we'll just shift things around, or I'm not sure it's my responsibility, or we're a college, we don't work with kids.
Now that's not even a judgment call. The law is clear on who is what's called a mandatory reporter. People Harrison says should have already felt an ethical obligation to say something.
Now people understand that they have a legal obligation to report.
Without fear of consequences.
A supervisor or an administrator of a school or whatever cannot stop a frontline employee from making that report, and that frontline employee is obligated to do that.
And you don't have to be certain something's wrong before you report suspected child abuse.
So people feel this really, really heavy weight. Like, what if I report something false? What if it's not really the case? Well, you're not an investigator.
Harrison says not only have laws changed, especially the Child Protective Services law back in 2015, but people have changed too.
Now, we would hope that there would be the awareness, there would be I don't care how upstanding this person is, shouldn't be showering with a child. It just shouldn't be happening. Let me make the report, let someone else figure out what to do with it from there.
And here's how you do that. Call Childline at 1-800-932-0313. Valerie and Dennis, remember, doing that doesn't mean you're certain something's wrong, just that you're concerned.